Now we're gonna talk about the controversial Joker that's out in the theaters now. In this version, the Joker is played by Joaquin Phoenix, and his real name's Arthur Fleck. What differs this Joker from other Jokers is that in this story we have a more realistic turn on the character, even more realistic than the Heath Ledger's version of the Joker. We even can hardly say that this is a comic book movie, even with all those comic book references. Now, the name Arthur Fleck doesn't even come from the comics. This is a psychological thriller, and we mostly dig into the character's past rather than what he actually does as the Joker right now. We'll know where his ideology is coming from. We learn about all the pains he's been through in his life, and we see everything and everyone from his point of view. Now, everyone is here to save the main character and to shape him, from the director Todd Phillips, the writer Phillips himself and Scott Silver, to the composer Hildur Guðnadóttir, who has done a great job for the score of this movie and definitely deserves an Oscar right away. I demand it. But the most fantastic job, of course and for sure, is done by Phoenix himself. He creates his own Joker. Well, actually, just like the director says, Joaquin gets lost in Joker. To prepare for the role, he lost 52 pounds. In kilograms, it will be 23, about 23.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Studied dancing, studied people suffering from pathological laughter, a mental illness that makes mimicry uncontrollable. He's a Joker that's been hurt by people, society, and even the government. A Joker that needs and seeks help but is unable to find. Now, the point of this movie and this specific turn on the character is mostly a nod to the situation and what's going on nowadays in our society, showcasing that only if we'd be a bit more civil and humane to one another, such characters wouldn't be created and such horrible things wouldn't happen. Now, it somehow points out that these characters and situations are the consequences of our acts. Just go on social media and Twitter and Instagram and see how people talk and treat each other. Another thing that's pointed out beautifully is one of the scenes that was also in the trailer, where he's talking to his psychiatrist and tells her, "You don't listen, do you?" And I think this is a very important matter to point out. And with this note, I'll finish this with this line. I'll finish our discussion with this line from the movie, that you get what you deserve.